All right, let's jump right in. We're heading back in time to 2007 in Hawaii. This was a really big deal at the time. It was the very first formal overseas lecture by Ryuho Okawa, the founder of Happy Science. Now, it was a pretty small, intimate gathering, but believe me, the claims he made that day, they were massive.
So, right out of the gate, this is what he tells the small crowd. I mean, can you imagine hearing that? He's not just giving a talk here. He's framing this single event as something that people are going to remember for 3,000 years. That's a pretty bold opening, right? It lets you know immediately, okay, this is not your average seminar.
Okay, so let's set the scene a little bit. What was the deal with this historic first? Why Hawaii? And why was it such a big moment for Okawa and his followers? Let's get into it.
First thing you need to know about the guy on stage, the sheer volume of his work is just staggering. By the time he's standing there in Hawaii, he'd already published more than 400 books back in Japan. So he was a huge spiritual figure there, but pretty much unknown everywhere else. And this lecture? This was clearly his first big step to change all that.
And he didn't beat around the bush. He made the stakes crystal clear to everyone in that room. He literally called it a trial case, basically a test run for his big plan to bring his teachings to the US and then, the rest of the world. So for the 100 or so people there, he's basically saying, hey, you're at ground zero of something huge.
All right, now we get to the real meat of the lecture. This is the point where he stops with the introductions and just drops what he calls the central truth of everything he teaches. And it's a truth that, well, it aims to reframe the entire history of the world's major religions.
And this is where the name Cantare comes into play. He explains that it's not a person, but the supreme consciousness of Earth itself, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. And then comes the big reveal. He claims that he, Ryuho Okawa, is the physical manifestation of this consciousness right here on Earth.
Okay, so what does that mean? Well, the first huge claim connects directly to Christianity. Okawa says that as El Cantare, he was the father that Jesus was always talking about. He claims he was the one guiding Jesus from the heavens, giving him all his teachings about love. Next up, he connects this same identity to Judaism. He says he was also the voice that spoke to Moses from the burning bush. You know that famous line, I am that I am? Well, according to Okawa, that really meant, I am the origin. I am the origin of love.
And to complete the picture, he makes a third massive claim about Islam. He asserts that as El Cantara, he was the ultimate power behind all the high-level angels, even Gabriel, who delivered the revelations to Muhammad. So you see what he's doing here, right? He's positioning El Cantara as the one single source behind all these major faiths.
So once he's established who he says he is, he pivots to what his actual message for humanity is. And it all boils down to this really radical idea of love and forgiveness.
And this is where he really draws a line in the sand with traditional church teachings. He basically says that whole idea of original sin is just a big mistake. His message is completely different. It's one of total, absolute, already happened forgiveness. He tells the audience, you are not sinners. I already forgave you.
And this wasn't just some abstract philosophical idea. He brought it right down to everyday life. He poses this question, how many times should you forgive other people? And his answer is just incredible, more than 1,000 times. He says that kind of limitless forgiveness is the real key to heaven. And it's not something you wait for. It's something you can have right here, right now.
So, where does all this lead? It all builds up to a call to action. See, this lecture wasn't just about him giving them information. It was about giving them a mission, a special job for those chosen people sitting in that room.
And he lays this mission out in 4 really clear steps. First, it starts with you. Be strong, be brave, be positive. Step 2 is about your identity. You need to start seeing yourself as an angel, starting today. Then you turn that focus outward. It's not about saving yourself anymore. It's about saving other people. And the final goal, the big one, to literally be a light for the whole world.
He ties this all together with this really powerful metaphor. He looks at them and says, you are my candle. You are my candles from now on. He's putting the responsibility right on their shoulders, on each and every person in that room, to be the ones who shine a light in the dark for everyone else.
So think about it. After making these absolutely gigantic theological claims and giving this mission to everyone there, this is how Ryuho Okawa ends his lecture. He puts the choice right back on them and, you could say, on us. He asks them to look at everything he said and decide for themselves. Is he just a storyteller, a liar, or a savior? And that question? Well, that's where he leaves it.
Everyone, aloha. Good. Nice answer. You have your own candle. So please light and show the light on the hill to the darkness of the sea. They are seeking light, so you must be light itself. You are my candle. You are my candles. From now on, I hope so. Everyone, aloha. We are children of God. When you feel weakness in your mind, please say to you, I am a children of God. I am a children of Buddha. Okay? This is today's lecture. Be positive. Faith is to believe in the messenger from the hierarchy, heaven, a God, or Buddha, or believe in Buddha himself. Okay? You have many sufferings, but be strong, be brave, be positive in your life, be powerful, be constructive. Love is strongest power in this world. There are no enemies. I already promised you. I'm with you every day, everywhere from now on. So believe in me and my teachings. You must be angels from today. You yourselves save other people. Save other people. Don't think to save yourself. Save other peoples. It's a mission of IRH, and it's the mission of angels to be. If you want to be an angel, do, act, save in reality, in practice. That's very important. From now on, I believe you all becomes strong, and inside of you